What's going on, y'all? It is time for another draft grade video. We're staying with the NFC East, and we are talking the Philadelphia Eagles and how they did in last week's draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Comment to me, what would you grade the Philadelphia Eagles on their draft? I'm going to be honest, guys. I didn't like it. First of all, you passed on a guy in Justin Jefferson with your first overall pick. Everyone knows Philadelphia wanted a receiver. A lot of people predicted that they'll get Justin Jefferson in the first round of the draft. He was on the board for them, and they picked Jalen Reagor, a guy coming off a down year. His best year was 2 years ago, and that didn't even compare to Justin Jefferson's previous season at LSU. Justin Jefferson last year had 1,500 yards receiving and 18 receiving touchdowns. They passed on him for a guy in Jalen Reagor who had 600 yards receiving, practically a third of Jefferson's, for only 6 touchdowns, which is a third of Justin Jefferson's touchdown receptions. That's a horrible pick to me. And then they move on and they pick Jalen Hurts too early. I disagree with that pick. I think that I've been the one saying you can't trust Carson Wentz to stay healthy, but you can get a quarterback later on, and it didn't have to be Jalen Hurts. I don't necessarily like that fit in Philadelphia. Later on in the draft, that's when I started to like their picks. Jack Driscoll, the tackle, and then the linebacker that they drafted later on. Oh, as well. K'Von Wallace, that is a guy that I really like. He had, I think it was 70 tackles last year at Clemson. I really like that pick as well. Later on in the draft, Philadelphia did do a better job, but early on, I did not like the picks. They were not taking advantage of the value that was on the board, and they were picking guys too early with Jalen Reagor and Jalen Hurts, and for that reason, I have to give the Philadelphia Eagles a D, because as you go on through the draft, even if you capitalize on those later rounds, it's not as valuable as what you could have done earlier on. So for the Philadelphia Eagles, I give them a D as a draft grade. Just not impressive. You didn't blow me away with your draft picks. Justin Jefferson was on the board. You passed on him. Everyone was surprised, and then he went the next pick to Minnesota. You're missing out, Philadelphia. You're going to regret that pick. As always, like I said, like, comment, subscribe on this video. Let me know what you thought about Philadelphia's draft. Do you disagree with me? Do you think they had a pretty good draft? I don't like the Jalen Reagor pick. That's my main reason for putting it down. But as always, go Hawks.